everybody! Today we are watching
The Descendants. All of Disney's villains have been put together on this island and they somehow now have children. And now the children of the good Disney characters want to reconcile with the children of the villain characters. We don't have terribly high expectations. We hear that there is a hip-hop remix of Be Our Guest. We've refrained from listening to it because we wanted the reaction to be genuine for you guys.
Let's get started.
Okay, so we've got the classic Disney fairy tale opening with a book, but it's an iPad.
Belle married her beast in front of 6,000 of their closest personal friends.
Who do they know?
I don't know anybody!
You decided to marry me at 28.
It was either you or a teapot.
This is not
good dialogue.
And Maleficent.
They are guilty of unspeakable crimes.
We cannot speak of it! Therefore, we cannot tell the audience! This crown is so obviously plastic. I mean, he's cute.
Booboo Stewart is adorable.
Okay, who was that kid that he just took the apple from? Who else lives here besides the villains? Have the villains just been that busy, like, procreating? Are they all related? I mean, like, where did these other people come from? Who are they?
They're the impoverished people the kingdom didn't want to deal with. She literally just stole candy from a baby.
Subtle.
I read somewhere that they allow dogs in Auradon. Mom said they're rabid pack animals who eat boys who don't behave.
Alright, so we know that Cruella is a bad mom.
What's in it for us?
It's all about you and me, baby.
She's like, wow, you're my daughter. You're not allowed to have any friends.
People used to cower at the mention of our names.
Not so much anymore, because this is completely out of canon.
They didn't get the...
In the same way that I question why Cruella is in Once Upon a Time, I'm questioning why Cruella is here, because she's not a fairy tale character.
They sent a car over as opposed to magic. Guys, there's obviously like tons of candy. You don't have to kill each other. You're spilling candy on the floor.
I'm gonna get ants in that limo.
It's a trap!
It would have been a really good trap. I honestly can't believe that the villains didn't consider that.
This one opens the magic barrier. This button.
That guy's like, I have to do my job, doesn't mean I have to like it. Oh, it's obviously Cinderella's castle.
It's very obviously Cinderella's castle.
Which doesn't make any sense considering that it's Cinderella's castle! Everybody's white.
Okay, there's a person of color. Aurora's daughter.
I'm fairy godmother, headmistress.
It's the girl from the Red Robin commercials!
Sparkly wand and
Wand mention number 1.
that sparkling wand.
2.
Water under the bridge. Toast!
Okay, so we have girl rivalry over a boy.
Does he shed much?
Yeah, Mom won't let him on the couch.
I think that's going to be the most clever bit of dialogue we get in this movie. Here's another nice white character who you're supposed to like, as opposed to my girlfriend, who is a person of color. Oh, they litter too. They're pinnacle of evil! I would think that there's magic to prohibit, like, boys and the girls from, like, socializing.
This isn't Hogwarts.
This is our one chance to prove ourselves to our parents.
Why not prove yourself to the people that have invited you so that, you know, you could stay and have a better life?
And I didn't realize that them wanting to prove themselves to their parents was a thing that we had established as part of their character. They all just left without her. Isn't she the leader?
Argued with my mother too, thought I was mature.
Okay, so like my brain is saying, this goes against Disney canon. Maleficent wouldn't have had a mother. She was a fairy. She was an evil fairy. But the other part of my brain's like, Kristin Chenoweth sounds so good. I forgot about the part in Sleeping Beauty where Maleficent tap dances.
A force field and a siren? That's just a little excessive.
It's not excessive, it's an alarm. You tried to steal something from a museum.
Oh, Mal is an artist because there's always that one mysterious dark character that's secretly an emotional artist.
Why does she need to draw it? She knows what it looks like.
Why?
I think they're flirting with each other because, like, that's the impression I get from the trailers. I thought that Disney was gonna go that route. I thought they were gonna be like, for the very end, like they were gonna have Carlos be with somebody. Disney, you could have done it! He's writing it down with a highlighter. This boy's an idiot. Oh, he's not writing it down. He was writing down his number with a highlighter.
Whoa!
Whoa!
You're a good boy.
Okay, a lifetime fear of dogs is just over in 5 seconds. Acting.
I'm Lonnie. My mom's Mulan.
Oh my god!
Mulan is another character that isn't a fairy tale character and works on Once Upon a Time. Here, it just doesn't. There's just no reason that she should be there. Especially because Jay is Jafar's son, but there's no Aladdin.
I mean, I love Mulan.
Her daughter is not really working in this context.
No, it's
Kinda
rather
racist.
I love what you've done with Jane's hair, and I know you hate us, but do you think you can do mine?
Why would I do that for you?
I'll pay you $50. Good answer.
I feel like this is actually realistic of how, like, these teens would react in this situation. Like, they wouldn't be like, hey, let's make friends with them! I mean, there would be that one kid, like Ben, but, like, all the rest of them would be like, hey, they've got dark magic. What if we just go pay them to do stuff?
A tear's a tear.
That's not true, Jay. They both have antibodies and enzymes, but an emotional tear has more protein-based hormones than a reflex tear.
She's a chemist?
Just cookies.
No!
Hey there.
What's happening?
He was trying to see A, if it worked, and B, if it worked enough for him to, like, get with her.
Right!
It's
It's
the
a
love
love potion.
Didn't your moms ever make you guys, like, chocolate chip cookies?
Like my mom, Mulan, who knows how to bake cookies! Do you think they just not talk about the time that her mom, like, totally defied the patriarchy in China and, like, cross-dressed for a few months?
It's gateway magic. Sure, it starts with the hair. Next thing you know, it's the lips.
It's a metaphor for marijuana!
I'm a strip for love! How did she catch it? She's like 4 rows up.
Your mother is mistress of evil, and I've got the poster parents for goodness.
There's no Disney symmetry here.
What should have happened is they should have had Cinderella and her prince be, you know, the king and queen of Auradon. So then the fact that it's the fairy godmother's wand aligns with something.
Are those little crowns on your shorts?
Maybe.
That was great dialogue, guys.
How did Jay fit all of his hair into that tiny beanie?
Oh my gosh, you're right. It's all in the beanie. I'm pretty sure the reason he's the only one that doesn't have sleeves is because
They wanted the audience to see his magnificent arms.
I think it's really funny that, like, these evil spells, like, make cookies.
Oh god.
It is with deepest pride and greatest pleasure that we welcome you. Be our guest, be our guest.
This makes me so uncomfortable.
They can sing, sing, sing. They can dance, dance.
Oh my god, where's Mulan wearing? Something super racist.
That was horrifying.
That was so lovely.
No, it wasn't!
Oh, by the way, I have a new girlfriend.
I never wanted to say anything, but I always thought that Audrey was a little self-absorbed.
Shade in the Disney princess canon.
Don't do this, Chad.
Don't do this, Chad.
Enunciate!
This isn't their fault.
No, son, it's yours.
Mom, you've been so supportive and present for this movie. Like, this feels really like a betrayal. Oh, wait! You had to have actually done, like, work for that reaction.
Your spell washed away in the Enchanted Lake.
So then what, you've just been faking it since then?
I haven't been faking anything.
Villains, our revenge begins today.
This is so disrespectful to the original villains.
There's no integrity in these characters.
You also taught me that a king has to believe in himself, even when it isn't easy.
How very wise of me.
Oh my gosh!
I am personally insulted.
The whole point of Beauty and the Beast is character development, well-written character development, and it's just, who cares?
Completely ignored.
It's totally too big.
It's like Prince John in Robin Hood. Why is he being coronated at 16? He's clearly not old enough to run a kingdom.
Oh, she grabbed it! Kristin Chenoweth's got a good evil laugh.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't believe the parents aren't like, you gave her a ring? You've dated her for 3 days! Belle and the Beast are probably the only characters in the Disney canon that can be like, we fell in love over a series of months! You don't get to do this!
I choose good, you guys.
I choose good too.
I choose good.
Good.
This is the first time they've done this. This has no emotional significance. Whoa! Maleficent! Maleficent!
And another time, and another time.
Whoa!
You don't know what I want. Have you ever once asked me what I want?
It's not my dream, it's yours!
Gaston should be jealous.
No, it's Gaston would have been jealous because Gaston's not alive!
Don't explain what is happening with this thing.
No, and it's going on for way too long. It's awkward. It's just like the whole point of this movie is that like this sort of thing isn't going to happen overnight, and then they were just like, bam, it's all better now.
Well, it's not the worst Disney Channel original movie I've ever seen.
What did we learn from Descendants? I learned that if you're Kristin Chenoweth, you can almost pull off anything.
You can do just about anything if you're Kristin Chenoweth. Booboo Stewart never gets to wear sleeves because his arms are magnificent. It seems like Disney is actively trying to make more people of color more in the spotlight than they have.
That's cool and all, but at the same time, we still did have the issue of an interracial couple breaking up so that two white characters could get together, and that woman of color character who otherwise would have been coded as a good and just character is the petty ex-girlfriend. Alright, so if you're not subscribed, you should. If you enjoyed our commentary on the video, or if you just liked Disney Descendants, like this video. Anybody else who has seen it, we'd love to hear your feedback in the comments.
Scrivener, we'll see you next week.